good, everybody? It's UturnCrobat here. You're turning into today with another WPE League battle. But before we get into anything, please make sure you comment down below. Please make sure you leave a gigantic like on this video because all that support, it really does help me out. It gives me that motivation, guys. And so we're going up against Jacob, aka the coach of the Green Bay Pikachus. He and I have been league rivals as of late. But we're bringing a team that is rather hyper offensive. It's not really hyper offensive to the core, but it has some defense. We're bringing Ridiculous. I can never ever pronounce his name right, but holding the Assault Vest relaxed. Future Sight, Focus Blast, Psychic, Shadow Ball, Regenerator, 252 HP, 252 in Defense, and 4 in Speed Def. We're bringing Fortress, holding the Assault Vest, Sturdy, Rapid Spin, EQ, Gyro Ball, Explosion, 4 HP, 252 in Attack, 252 in Speed Def, Brave Nature. We're bringing Arcanine with the Fiji Berry. With the Intimidate, Flare Blitz, Close Combat, Morning Sun, E-Speed, 196 HP, 252 Speed Def, and 60 in Speed with a Careful Nature. I'm not sure if I said that already, probably did. But the Fiji Berry I want to throw out, it is for, if we need Arcanine to switch in, and maybe like take some rock damage, or if if I'm like expecting Arcanine to get hit with an attack, I want Arcanine to get hit with the attack, and I want Arcanine's health to go to the point where the Fiji Berry will pop, and then I get the HP back. So I'm going to be trying to scout for that. And Manaphy is holding the Fairy MZ with Hydration, Tail Glow, Dazzling Gleam, Surf, and Ice Beam. 84 HP, 252 special attack, 172 in speed with a modest nature. Nidoqueen is coming with the Focus Sash, Sheer Force, Stealth Rock, Toxic Spikes, Earth Power, Ice Beam, 4 HP, 252 in special attack, 252 in speed with a timid nature. And now, depending on who he brings, Nidoqueen is a rather good lead because it does have that Sash after all, and I can start setting up my Toxic Spikes and or my Stealth Rocks if need be. We're bringing Tapu Bulu with the Choice Scarf, Wood Hammer, Superpower, Horn, Leech, Stone Edge, 108 HP, 252 in attack, 148 in speed with an adamant nature because no one on his team really likes getting hit with a powerful wood hammer. And we do have coverage like Superpower and Stone Edge if need be. But looking at this team that we are bringing, I'm really excited to use this team. I honestly really am. The reason why I'm not going in depth with some of the sets that we're bringing like I usually do is just because I don't really have a lot of time, and this battle is already late. So if you guys enjoyed seeing, or rather hearing me give out those explanations, then I do apologize, but hopefully you will enjoy this battle that's starting right now. Looking at who he brought, I did see that he did bring the Nidoking, the Bagheera, and the Kyurem Black, and having I really need to set my rocks up, honestly. I really need to set my rocks up. Nidoqueen is facing Nidoking, which is fine by me because we are sashed, so if I needed to take an Earth Power, that's fine, but I really needed to set my rocks because no one on his team wants to get hit with those Stealth Rocks. No one wants to get that rock damage at all. The reason why I'm staying in is because this is a Licky Licky. I really need to get some damage off on this thing. Now, I mean, Licky Licky can pack that Wish, as you see right here. But the thing is, I honestly needed to get as much damage on this Licky Licky as humanly possible because it's a fat mon and it can really eat up any attacks. But I'm gonna go into Tapu Bulu predicting another Seismic Toss, and it's unfortunate that Seismic Toss does do half because I really wanted to eat up any other attack, but it is what it is. No one on his team wants to get hit with a Wood Hammer, and you're going to be seeing right now that even a physically defensive Magearna doesn't really want to take too many Wood Hammers, and that was outstanding damage, honestly. It honestly was. Yeah, it was physically defensive, but even a fucking Wood Hammer, Magearna, like, it can honestly destroy a fucking Magearna. Yeah, granted, Magearna can pack that Ice Beam, as you're going to see here momentarily, but the Wood Hammer damage is just insane. And he did honestly surprise me with the Ice Beam because I could have went into Arcanine, he could have full switched out, and Arcanine could have eaten that Ice Beam. So I was honestly shocked that he did go for the Ice Beam, but in hindsight, I guess it was a safe play because it did allow him to take out a huge threat that was Tapu Bulu. But he's going to protect right here. I mean, I don't really care because I'm still going to be going for my Flare Blitz. He doesn't have any mons that really want to take any fire type moves, whether it be a Flare Blitz, whether it be Flame Charge, Flamethrower, whatever the case may be. No one really wants to get hit with that. And you saw how much damage that fucking Flare Blitz did. Honestly, I was shocked that Magearna lived. I was rather hoping it was going to take it out, but unfortunately it does not. And now he's going to be able to Volt Switch into Nidoking, which is a huge problem because this Nidoking could potentially just wreck shop. Now, I cannot afford to let Nidoking take out Arcanine. I really need to switch. And during this battle, I was honestly trying to work around whether or not this Nidoking was going to Earth Power, or whether this thing was going to do any other shenanigans like Ice Beam or Sludge Wave or anything of that sort. Because if he went for anything other than Earth Power, then it would have really hurt KO Mania a lot. Now, I went for the Future Sight, and that was rather gimmicky. The reason why we do pack that is because, well, for one reason, Jacob did pack Future Sight on his Delphox in one of our other league battles that we had. So it was kind of funny that we packed it for this battle. But it's not going to really work out too much in our favor because he's going to go into his Zoroark right here. And you see how much that freaking knockoff did. Granted, Nidoqueen was holding an item, but we weren't even... Okay, the reason why it did so much is because, A, we were holding an item, obviously, but at the same time, we weren't really physically defensive, so the knockoff did quite a bit of damage. Had we been physically defensive, then possibly Nidoking would have lived a little bit better, but we are going to be going for a Twinkle Tackle right here, because no one on his team wants to get hit with a Twinkle Tackle. And this is the very first time that I've ever seen this animation, so it's quite cool, actually. It's quite pretty. But getting back on track, I did ask him why he sacked his Hawlucha, because honestly, his Hawlucha could have put in a lot more work than it did, because it didn't put in any work. But he wanted to see what I was going to go for, and at the same time, he did think I was going to be going for the Twinkle Tackle, so props on him. But I'm not really sure what he thought about going into Licky Licky right here, because we are able to set up the Tail Glow, and we are able to destroy this thing with a Surf and a Dazzling Gleam, as you're going to see momentarily. But that Seismic Toss is going to be annoying, to say the least, because you're going to be seeing it do half here, half there, and now Manaphy doesn't really have a lot of really HP to really work around, and this... Every time he sends in this this Kyurem, I really have to think that it is in fact the Zoroark, because I do see how much damage the Stealth Rock is doing, so that really helps me out seeing if this thing is going to be Zoroark or not. And it's really unfortunate that he went for the Sucker Punch, because I didn't predict him to have that, and I did not predict him to use it. So it was really just... I was not sure at all. He surprised me having that. And it was a crit right there. And obviously the crit doesn't matter, but this Zoroark is scaring me, guys. It really is, because I did not think in a million years that the mascot for the new London Zoroarks is scaring me. And I forget if I already mentioned it, but I am really needing to work around all these freaking Earth Powers and Sludge Waves that this Nidoking really wants to do, because if I want to win this thing, I really have to keep KO Mania alive, and I really need to have those rocks not be on my side. But the problem is, now that Fortress is gone and dead, I cannot spin those away. I cannot defog these away, so they're here to stay, and it really sucks. But I have Morning Sun on Arcanine, so I really need to try working around all that rock damage and just try predicting at the right time if he's gonna go for anything where I feel comfortable enough that KO Mania can take, because I really need to switch KO Mania in on some of these attacks. And as you see right here, the Figgy Berry does pose useful. It really does, because now I have more HP, and I know I can live a knockoff, and I can Morning Sun. I can really do a lot of things with Arcanine now, because I need to Morning Sun. I figured that I could eat up any attacks that Zoroark wanted to do to me, so I did not mind going for a Morning Sun, because one, we don't have an item, so we could have easily lived another knockoff, especially from that range. Now, at this point in time, he could have went for like an outright to potentially could have KO'd KO Mania, but I am so freaking glad that he went for the Earth Power. And at the same time right here, had he gone for anything other than Gigavolt Havoc, he would have destroyed KO Mania. The only Z move that we could have lived is in fact Gigavolt Havoc. So having him pack Gigavolt Havoc is actually pretty fucking amazing, because now he's going to be taking out KO Mania here in a second, which is fine by me. We still have Arcanine with E-Speed, which is going to pose super useful right now. And this is one reason why I am so super glad that we have extreme speed for situations like this, because even though he lived on like 1 HP, how? I don't even know, but he did, and I'm really shocked that he did. But now that Kiram is out of the way, at this point in time, I figured he could just win. He honestly could. This was such a roll. This battle with Jacob had so many rolls, guys. It really did. We really needed butter for those rolls. It was crazy as to how many rolls that it had, and we had little to no hacks at all. There was one crit, but it didn't even really matter on that fortress that you saw earlier on. But this was one of the better battles that I've ever had in League format, and this is one of the better battles that I feel that I've had with Jacob. So if you guys enjoyed seeing this battle, then I highly suggest you go check him out, because I'm going to leave his Twitter link and everything down in my description. But if you guys enjoyed this battle, then please, guys, please make sure you leave a like on this video. Please make sure you comment down below, because quite honestly, all the support, it really does give me that motivation to keep recording and everything for you. Because I love interacting with you. I love talking to you about what sets I had. I love talking to you about why I did this in a battle, why I did that in a battle. It's really fun interacting with each and every one of you. But I think I'm going to get the hell out of here. But I hope all of you have a great day, and I'll catch all of you all on the flip side.